The author must have envisioned the prospects of a finished work encapsulating no less than 4 distinctive voices of Jamaicans who have spent many years of shared experiences within the city of Nottingham, starting with Olga's story. In her teens, whilst at Cottesmore Secondary Modern, the system failed her in terms of quality of careers advice on offer. So she took it upon herself to write to BOAC with thoughts of becoming an air hostess. Nothing happened, it fell through. Whilst trying her hands at a hosiery and knitwear factory, 2 other creative skills came to life. Dance. Olga, for one, is a party girl of slimline build. She's a good dancer. Cuisine. When it comes to rice and peas and curried goat, never mind jerk chicken, she brought the natural skills of cookery with her from the sunny island of Jamaica. These 2 skills followed her all the way through the cities of France, Belgium, Frankfurt, Vienna, and Italy, where her creative dancing skills earned her jobs in some of the clubs. Eventually, she became proprietor of a restaurant in Belgium before returning to Nottingham to impart some of her cookery skills with the Hyson Green Boys Club in Radford. Madge's story, hailing from the Jamaica College of Arts and Crafts, where she was mentored by folks like art tutor Mr. Barr and Edna Manley, one of the most distinguished patrons, should we say, of the college. Continuing with Madge's story, she arrived in the UK during the 60s when she was all set to incorporate pottery and storytelling into the school's workshop educational program, especially in and around the Nottingham community. Eunice's story, making a difference in party politics by providing basic information pertaining to local government and how it works. Councillor Ronald McIntosh was canvassing and invited her to take an interest in the Labour Party and its policies. One day, out of curiosity, she decided to turn up to a Labour Party branch meeting. To her surprise, not even one other black person was inside. Later she realized there was only a few party members who were actually blacks. When it came to involvement with the political process, there was hardly any. I give thanks for the fact that the Nottingham Connection is part and parcel of an author who has lived in Nottingham for over 50 years. She came here as an expatriate of Jamaica 1 year after the famous 1958 race riots. So she had a chance to go right the way through the education system. In any case, she had already been a secondary education advocate, a success story in Jamaica before she came here. But coming to this country, she has reached, you'd say, the topmost strata of that educational field. She was honoured the Council House a few years back. And I'm thinking, for those who continue to contribute
to blossoming organisations.
The UKD Community Link Saturday School Project, the Acacia Court for West Indian Senior Citizens, the Nottingham West Indian Students Association, not forgetting the Sheffield Multiracial Educational Project.
This author is an icon to the community of Nottingham. I'd like to give thanks to all of these contributors, and I am hoping that as they continue to contribute, write books, they will interpolate and encourage you, the reader, to come forward, stand up and be counted, so that at long last, at the end of your days, when you are challenged as to how you've utilized your skills, you will be able to say, yes, I have made this.
Last thoughts, as one might say. Now, see, when it comes to education and the child, for instance, and the fight for justice in the face of racism, Olga Thompson, from out of the pages of the Nottingham Connection, will turn up to the school to have it out with the teacher and so forth. Now, looking further on afield, sometimes it takes somebody like Lisa Robin Hood, the local director of Bright Ideas, to say in the pages of Norma Gregory's book, "Come, let us go for a Slave Legacies educational tour of Newstead Abbey," or some such place for a few hours, just to try and focus on the massive contribution that we and our ancestors have made under enslaved conditions. Finally, on educational issues, the Councillor Eunice Campbells of this world, in the eyes of the 1980s, when there were no Jamaican women in the city chamber of local government, we're actually learning something about the history of local representation and opportunities for providing a voice in all these things. We give thanks. The Nottingham Connection is published by Author House Publications UK and is available at amazon.co.uk, both in paperback for $12.99 and Kindle edition for $3.99. The Nottingham Connection, as you've already heard, is 300 pages. Now, the Jamaicans in Nottingham, Narratives and Reflections, is published by Hansib Publications. Price $14.99, paperback A4 size. Available from hansibpublications.com and local community centres and such outlets within Nottingham.
Thank you.